Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters cast. And of course, we've got the twangy Terran music playing in a ZvZ game because obviously the director is asleep at the wheel when he was queuing up the music for this replay. But regardless, getting into it, let's introduce the players. Up the top side of the map is going to be Symbol. He is 22 years of age from South Korea, plays for no team. Apparently he's not part of a team at the moment, but yeah, I'm sure he was part of a team at some point. He was part of the team Azubu until February this year, and then he left. I don't know exactly why. We'll sort it out at some point, or maybe we won't, whatever. And his opponent down the bottom right side of the map, or the bottom side, is going to be Mr. Hydra. He is from South Korea, plays for ZvZ's team, and he is 22 years old. Was the other guy 22 as well? Yeah, they're both 22. They're born like 3 or 4 months apart or something like that. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff. So, getting into it, good stuff. I don't know why I'm still talking like that, but Hydra getting a pull first build, and Symbol getting a hatch first build. So a little bit of differing builds. As you can see, this is going to be a fairly quick game. So we have to look at exactly what's happening early on in the game, see what sort of crazy stuff happens here. And yeah, Symbol, despite going for a hatch first, is not going to be that far ahead of Mr. Hydra on the expansion. So very, very interesting stuff there. Units wise, Symbol does have an advantage with the workers right there. So that's where he's gotten that. The hatchery is still okay. It's still got a bit of an advantage, but yeah, those extra couple of workers is obviously why overall he's a little bit behind. But yeah, it's okay. Got a couple of links coming out from Hydra already. Symbol building a few just to sort of defend against that. And yeah, it's going to come down to one of those early slapfests between Zerg players, where it's just lings versus lings versus lings. Maybe a couple of roaches if you're lucky. Probably a fair few banelings all over the place. Looks like Hydra hasn't got gas yet. No, there are no gas depositories that I can see. Needs to get some of those pretty quickly because he is not going to win this game even early on with pure lings without speed, man. It's just not going to happen. So needs to get some gas up. And let's go follow mode. Just getting chased away. I managed to get one Zergling from each side. So let's just select that one for now. Hydra is pushing out his worker numbers, really pushing them out. He's going to end up like 4 or 5 workers ahead. But with the Rotron coming out for Symbol, man, that is not going to be good news. Hydra, I don't know, man, he seems to be macroing quite heavily, whereas Hydra actually went for the pull first, but it does look like Symbol is going to end up with the heavier army in the early game. We do have a spine crawler coming out, but I don't think that Hydra is planning for roaches. And he's got speed as well, man, so Symbol just getting it all. And you can see he's starting to fall back quite a bit. The Iron Workers, 21 under 29. And Hydra continuing to produce workers. So definitely he needs to start thinking about something else here. If he knew there was a Roach Warren on the field already, fully built, then Hydra would definitely not be continuing to build workers. He would be building something else. He's getting a Roach Warren now. It's good, getting 3 gas geysers, so he's finished with his push. But, I don't know, man, did he leave it too late? Are the roaches going to come out and just start owning him? The question is... Well, I just asked the question, so... That was the question right there, and the answer is going to be maybe. Maybe he has left it too late. Maybe Symbol is going to go out and own him. Maybe Hydra is just going to be able to save his skin with a couple of spines and some emergency roaches, and maybe he's just going to build a crap ton and run over and just reverse counter Symbol. And who knows what could happen right here. So we've got a beautiful wall here. Hydra, obviously, with some sort of idea of how much trouble he's in, is actually going to fully wall off here. I do believe that's a full wall. The spine crawler is, there we go. Spine crawler's doing a pretty good job. He does have roaches coming out, not a ton. There we go, there's a few more roaches. Needs to be blocking this right now. He's not blocking it. The Ling's getting through. They're getting a nice round on the Queens. Doing a beautiful job. So Hydra should have been blocking that better after the spine went down. Did not do a great job. 2 Queens have gone down so far. The workers coming out. The rest of the Lings from Symbol still hanging in there. And the roaches have yet to be touched, although they're starting to take some damage right now. Roaches coming out for Hydra, and he has held off the attack. Though he's going to have to move fast to make sure his Roach Warren doesn't come down. Look at the reinforcements from Symbol, man. He knows the gate is wide open. Lings coming out in their tons. in their hundreds and thousands and doing a sweet surround on the roaches. This is not good news at all. Lings surrounding roaches. The roaches are not in a great position. Workers are going to help kill off the lings, and the spine crawler is going to help as well. And here we go, continuing to produce a ton of roaches, and is going to be doing pretty good. The lings are the main problem right now for Hydra, the enemy lings, but he's continuing to produce roaches. Soon enough, he's going to just have enough. If he can hold the gate here, then he's going to be in a great situation, but he's pushing out. Getting surrounded is the worst thing that can happen to him right now. So if he holds a gate, then he's going to be okay, but he may have enough roaches where he's sort of doesn't have to worry about lings anymore, and I think that may be the case. These lings going to hold back, no doubt going to be streaming into the main base straight after, but Hydra has gated this up, and he's using the spine crawler to make a sort of mobile gate, so he's not going to be producing anything anytime soon. He's going to switch back to macroing. And meanwhile, that spine crawler is going to be holding on. So there we go. Still has not got ling speed, but I don't think he needs it right now with so many roaches coming out. And Symbol has not been building any roaches at all. He's not actually mining that much gas, I don't think. Not mining any gas. He's actually quite far behind on the income. So all that gamble that Hydra did early on has actually paid off. And he's got a very, very nice income, but unfortunately the amount of lings out there still managed to own all of those roaches. However, if he just gets a few roaches behind here, he can just kill these lings forever and ever. They're all going to stream in, but he's going to lose catastrophic amount of losses. There we go, the roach farm is about to go down. He's still got the wall up, so very, very nice setup here. Much better than it was previously when the lings were allowed to go in, and now they're just going to be falling in here, trying to push through. They're killing the first roach. It is taking quite a while though, and Hydra doing a great job of just shoring this up. All of the lings are going to go down, and Symbol does give the GG, so could not quite make that work. Maybe should have jumped into a bit more roaches to try and break that, but in the end his economy really was letting him down. He was 20 under 37. Obviously thought it was too late to try and catch up on the economy, and yeah, we ended up going down. So great job there by Hydra. It was a hell of a risk early game going for mass economy and sort of walling himself off there, but it paid off. It came down to a very, very close match where Hydra didn't look like he was going to hang on, but he did hang on, and as soon as he hung on, the economy started to kick in, and suddenly he was just miles ahead. He was already miles ahead economically, but if you die, then your economy doesn't matter. But he lived, and suddenly the economy just started to pay dividends at that point, and he just completely owned everything. So great play there from Mr. Hydra. Really, really nice, quick game. The to and fro, beautifully played, and that is how you play a ZvZ early game. You gotta, if you take the risk early on and it pays off, then you're set up for life. You're set up for the rest of the game, and it's just beautiful. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that. This has been Hairy Muppet. Hope you enjoyed this game.